Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where it's a huge mess. Honestly, the Awakened Empire's war has turned into a galactic war, and things are going interestingly. We are currently neutral. We will likely not be able to stay that way forever. So we need to get ourselves done with our construction projects and just in a position where we can defend ourselves from silly amounts of enemies. Because it's unlikely that the Galactic Entente attacks us, but the Awakened Empires, they likely will if they get the chance. The Templar Directors are actually pushing back the Galactic Entente. The Rixie Fanatics are kind of chillin'. These guys have managed to remain independent, which I'm a little surprised by. I guess the Rixie Fanatics have their hands full with the Entente and the Templar Directors, but that's also what we're banking on, because these fleets that they have around, where's one of them? Here's one, 121k. That is twice as strong as our fleets. So that's a thing. Okay, we need to get our resources going into this gateway construction site, and we need to wait for one more month tick here. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and sell some of our minerals manually so that we actually have our trades going through. The Recthalar Union opened borders to us, that's fine. And we are keeping our ace in the hole in the form of the Reality Perforator. So that's a thing. We could maybe find some military applications later on. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate the Rubricator. And we're going to create ourselves 30 minor artifacts there. And we could reverse engineer an arcane technology. Excellent. 10% research speed boost. That is a large deal right now. Because we need to get some of these repeatable techs done. The Galactic Entente is still holding this position. The Fanatics are pushing through the Recthalar Union, though. That is definitely spooky. Go ahead and build another pair of cruisers. That brings us up to 8 out of our 12 cruisers. How are we doing on our planets? I haven't checked that in a while. This mining world needs jobs. And we'll do an expanded warren. That'll be fine. That produces, or that costs rare crystals? Yeah, we've got rare crystals. This forge world here, I would absolutely love to get some alloy nanoplants. Or perhaps just alloy megaforges. We need 2 volatile motes for that. We're making 2 per month right now. So on the next month tick, we might be able to do this. Come on, month tick. Are we making 2.1 or just 2? Excellent. We can do this. There we go. Now, this mining world here needs a building. And it looks like exotic gas refinery, chemical plants. Maybe we build a chemical plant to offset those volatile motes. Yeah, that should be good. Okay. So, how much more alloys do we need to fully reinforce? 9,608 alloys is what we need. And some volatile motes. Construction has concluded in Explorix. That's fine. What can you offer us? Food for minerals? No thanks. Move along. So we need 9,608 total alloys to reinforce this fleet. Okay. Now we need 8,119. And 14 volatile motes. That's going to take, 7 months. That's not going to be too bad. It'll take more than that to get the alloys, for sure. What's going on over here? The Kemplar directors are really pushing through the Galactic Entente now. The Fanatics have kind of stalled out over here. I'm okay with this. But, things are definitely awkward. There's only a few independent powers. The Vivisandra Consortium wanted to be in the Galactic Entente, but they got kicked out, for some reason. The Throng over here is, like us, independent. And there are these Forerunners over here that are also independent. Compilers... Actually, the Galactic Entente is doing okay over here. They're making some progress, and they're holding this position. Which is great. That's fantastic for us. We need that to be held. Because we are not ready to fight off the Awakened Empires yet. We're getting close, though. Because we're also going to be getting a boost with our Final Ascension perk in 68 months. We're getting there. We are definitely getting there. This fringe planet here needs some housing. We'll replace this bioreactor with a hive warren. That'll do. That won't give it a... Actually, that will give it a job. That'll be fine.
Construction complete.
Okay. So we are currently still needing a fair number of alloys here, 6,600. The Forerunners just declared on the Throng. These guys, our neighbors, just declared on these guys. Whoa. What's this gap here? Oh my. It's a punitive expedition. Okay. That's probably not going to last very long. That said, the Throng might actually be able to take them. Probably not. But they can give them a bit of a fight. Interesting. Their fleets are not that much weaker than the Awakened Empire fleets, though. How many ships do they have in these? Oh my. They're that powerful, with only 8 battle cruisers and 18 escort class. Giga cannons, gamma lasers, Gauss cannons. I guess they just have so many repeatable techs. I mean, we're getting there. I would very much prefer not to anger anybody right now. And so we shall not. As another battleship on the way in, because we have our last 2 cruisers going in, so we just need 2 battleships and a Titan to max out this fleet. Now, of course, we're going to be growing our fleets, our standard fleet design, here in 4 months by 10. Honestly, that's probably going to go primarily into corvettes, though. Maybe exclusively into corvettes. Probably. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do, is go just into corvettes. So how's the Galactic Entente doing? They just lost this position. That's not good for us. Yeah, they're losing their offensive war.
Accretion complete.
That is expected. Well, yeah, they're losing their offensive wars. against both of them. But it's going very slowly. They're putting up a good fight. And that's good for us. It's exactly what we want right now. Because it is buying us time to get what we need. When we have that 33% boost, we're going to be doing very well. So let's go ahead and build a habitation district here. And that's our Admiralty support staff done. Fantastic. Let's go for a reroll with army damage. It's a 40-month reroll, so that's not really much of a reroll, I suppose. But it'll have to do. And that does mean that we can do this. That brings us up to 630 as our top naval cap, so we'll have to be careful as we go up close to our naval cap. But that also means that we can just do this. We're going to have to put even more alloys into building these corvettes, but corvettes are cheap and build quickly. So this fleet is already at full strength. We can hop into the market, buy ourselves 1250 alloys. And this one is almost at full strength. With this month tick, it should be. Oh no, we're going to need another month tick, I guess. That's interesting. I thought it would be. Come on, month tick. There we go. Now that fleet is at full strength. That brought us up to about 70k, a little below 70k in terms of strength. Now we can boost that by 33%, or thereabouts. So let me pull up a quick calculator here. So 68.3 times 1.33 repeating, thereabouts. So these fleets, with the Ascension perk, are at about 91k. Then you toss in the Reality Perforator for a 40% defense boost. I don't know exactly how to calculate that in there, but we should be looking pretty equal to their main fleets with one of our fleets. That's interesting. Well, we're going to get our corvettes here built. So far, we've been able to remain out of this war, which I'm very glad about. We do require some employment here. This would cost an exotic gas, and we are low on exotic gases. I don't suppose we can do an exotic gas capture facility. No. Or at least not here. We could do an exotic gas refinery here, though. And that is definitely what we're going to do. This tech world is going to need a research lab. This mining world needs housing. So we'll build a hive district. And this tech world needs a research lab. We can also upgrade this to a hive nexus, and we're going to do that. Same thing here, in fact. We can upgrade this to a habitat central control. In fact, let's just go through and upgrade any of these central buildings that we can. We definitely want those to be as maxed out as we can right now. So this one would be a good one to upgrade. Same with this one, because that gives us housing and amenities, which is very nice. None of these others are really ready to be upgraded, other than perhaps this one. But we don't actually have the pops needed, so we're good. Okay. So, how many more alloys do we need? 5,000 is the number of alloys that we need to finish reinforcing this. We do still need 5 more corvettes here. There we go. We've gotten our energy weapon attack speed research done. So that's great. Whatever costs the least is what we're going for. So energy weapon damage next. So that's fine. We're going to get Strikecraft attack speed next, which will only help our citadels. We're not using Strikecraft in our fleets. Well, maybe we should.
Construction complete.
No, I feel like we don't need them. I mean, realistically, if we were to create a new design, say a new battleship, and I'm not going to save this, but if we were to have this be a carrier focused, so it would be a hangar bow, a carrier core, and say an artillery stern. That's really wacky looking, but whatever. We would have, say, they do 0.26 per day per unit. There are 8 units. Shield penetration and armor damage. Interesting. When you compare that to our standard battleship, where we have armor damage and hull damage, but a shield damage reduction there. Armor damage, and then shield damage here. I don't know. Penetration is nice, because you don't have to deal with the shields at all. Be kind of funny to run a pure penetration build, but we'd have to take a look at what their fleets actually were running, right? So I think they're running relatively evenly. Like, if we look at these guys, I suspect they're running similar to these guys, where they're running even amounts of dark matter projectors and neutronium armor. Dark matter projectors would be nice to have, considering that we are currently running hyper shields. We have neutronium armor, the same as them, but they have better shields than we do. Okay, the Mestros station is just about done upgrading to Citadel. So as soon as that's done, we're going to need to get a defense... What is it called? Defense grid supercomputer. That's the one. So that's going to be a thing. We're also going to need to continue pouring alloys into this fleet here. And that's going to be our last 2 corvettes. So another 10 days on this Citadel upgrade. There we go. Defense grid supercomputer. Let's go. The Kemplar directors are kind of stalled out over here.
Innovation rollout.
The Galactic Entente is giving them a good fight. Signer Raiders, you'll get nothing from us.
Construction complete.
I don't care about you. Let's go for defense platform damage. That's relatively cheap and something that we're definitely going to need as we start putting our funds into defense platforms. We are running out of exotic gases. That should theoretically change relatively soon. We need housing here. Yeah, we can spare a rare crystal, I think. Yeah, we can. This mining world here. Volatile motes. Yep, we can spare a volatile mote. This generator world here, however, I would love to have a gas extraction well, but I'm pretty sure we already got all of those that we can. Yes, we did, as well as all of the mote harvesting traps. Yeah. Now, this is a generator world, so we could theoretically do like a hydroponics farm, but I actually think that we should go for an exotic gas refinery and see if we can get this a little more online. That's a Hive Nexus upgrading there. Now, our capital here has a job available. We're missing the exotic gases for this, so I'm actually going to purchase a few in the market. Like that. And actually, I'm going to sell some of our food off as well. There we go. And we will go ahead and do advanced research complexes here. Well, an advanced research complex. Okay, so we are at 2k alloys right now, so that means that we can definitely get ourselves a battleship here. And that means that this fleet currently only needs 2,677 alloys, and that is just the Titan. Nothing else. Just the Titan. So that is ideal. We only need 1,200 more alloys, and we can wait for that. And then we start pouring it into these defenses, which need to hold. Our ion cannons. Hang on. What are they using? Ship designer. Ion cannon. They're using perdition beams. Okay. I think that's fine. I was concerned that they might be using the particle lance. And in fact, I think we might want to change our particle lance to be, say, maybe the focused arc emitter. That does 1 to 1,700 damage. That's a very wide range. 8.10, so it's about the same speed as a tachyon lance. And in fact, the tachyon lance would just be better than the particle lance. That would be a straight upgrade. But this would do damage exclusively to the hull. Let's do it. Well, we're currently building some of that type, so that's okay. The ion cannon can't actually be changed off of the perdition beam, though. So yeah, let's go to a focused arc emitter here. Yes, extend our deal, please. That's very necessary to my strategy right now, that we keep our tech rolling. This battleship won't be done for a while, so I'm actually going to cancel it. And we are going to upgrade our battleships from particle lances to focused arc emitters. There we go. Reinforce that with the Titan, apparently. Actually, let's not do that. Let's upgrade the battleships. There we go. Excellent. And then as soon as we can get our next battleship constructing, that will be the goal. Which will cost like 1,700, something like that. So this is still going okay. The Galactic Entente is kind of holding their own. I mean, this isn't going well, but they're doing better than I expected them to, if I'm honest. Okay, that's going to be the Titan there that it's building. So we're still going to need a battleship. 1.7-ish K is what we're going to need. Oh, 1.3-ish. That's even better. Okay, so our fleets are doing okay. We do need leaders for them.
Construction complete.
He's commanding the Frisidian shards. So let's go ahead and ship weapons range, hull points, and weapons damage. That's repair. I feel like we don't need that. We'll have this guy leading this fleet. And then this guy leading this fleet. There we go. Okay, and we are just about ready to build our last ship here. Or start it building, anyway. just as soon as this next month tick comes in. The game is starting to slow down again. I'm going to take it up to fastest speed. Yeah, that works fine.
Complete.
Here's the month tick.
Accretion complete.
And we still can't quite afford it, so we need to do one more. However, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.